reactive intermediates and molecular rearrangements. First topic that I'm going to discuss today is carbocation intermediates. Okay, so in this carbocation intermediate, we will discuss a slight introduction. Then we go for uh, classification of carbocations, and then special emphasis is made on non-classical carbocations. Later, we discuss generation of carbocation and then structure, stability, and reactivity of carbocation in today's topic of discussion. Now let us see. We already know carbon when it is bonded with other atoms, if that bond is bond pair of electrons are equally shared during cleavage, then we call that as homolytic cleavage. If the bond pair of electrons are completely moved or drifted or shifted over any one of the bonded atom after cleavage, then we call that as heterolytic cleavage. So the heterolytic cleavage of any organic molecule where carbon donates its shared pair of electrons towards other bonded atom, we call this one as leaving group here in this case. Okay. Then it results in the development of a positively charged carbon species, which we call it as a carbocation. Where the covalency of carbon here in this case it is converted from 4 to 3. Normal covalency is 4. Now one of the bond pair of electrons are completely given up to the leaving group. Then covalency becomes 3. So the carbon atom of carbocation is sp2 hybridized and it uses 3 hybridized orbitals for sigma bonding in carbocation. Okay, the remaining p orbital, it is empty. Okay, so apart from this one, we also have penta-coordinated carbon with positive charge. That is called as carbonium ion. Okay, this nomenclature, that is carbonium ion for penta-coordinated, carbocation for tri-coordinated. Okay, is proposed by A. Ola. So now our discussion is mainly on carbocation. So carbocations are the intermediates in several kinds of reactions. Some stable carbocations we can synthesize, okay, and we can detect their presence. Carbocations here in this case, here we have carbocations is trivalent, 1, 2, 3, okay, triply bond, trivalent, okay, 3 bonds are there. So this is called as hypovalent, lesser than its normal valency, 4. Whereas carbonium ion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is pentavalent, hypervalent, greater than its normal valency, 4. Okay. So the carbocation has this carbocation, it has a flat structure having all the 3 covalent bonds, 1, 2, 3 covalent bonds will be in any one of the plane. Okay. And the bond angle between two adjacent bonds will be generally 120 degrees in them. Now, coming to the classification of carbocations, how carbocations are classified. So carbocations can be classified as, they can be classified as primary carbocations, secondary and tertiary carbocations. What do you mean by primary carbocation? We already know the structure of methane, it is CH4. If one of the hydrogen is removed and if the remaining molecule is like CH3 plus, then we call it as methyl carbocation. Now, come to the types of carbocation. Here we have 3 types. Okay, first one, primary carbocation, where carbon bearing positive charge is attached with only one another carbon entity or alkyl group or aryl group. Then such carbocations are called as primary carbocations. If the carbon bearing positive charge is attached with 2 other carbons, then we call this one as secondary carbocation. Now, if the carbon bearing positive charge is attached with 3 other carbons, then we call that one as tertiary carbocation. These are the types of carbocation. Now coming to the non-classical carbocations. Okay, these are slightly different than the conventional carbocations. Okay, if, these are the carbocations which are formed with a 3-centered 2-electron bond. Okay, so here how a 3-centered 2-electron bond is formed. Okay, that means 2 electrons are shared between 3 carbon atoms. Then here in this case you get some deficiency of electrons in between the atoms. Such bonding is such type of uh, arrangement is what we call the non-classical carbocation. This is also called as bridged carbocation. In non-classical carbocations, the positive charge is delocalized. Here, if on any one of the carbon, if you have a positive charge, that positive charge is delocalized either by sigma bond or else the pi bond which is not present at allylic position. Okay. So the examples you can see in this case, nor-boronyl cation. Here, 1, 2, 3 carbons, they will share 2 electrons. Okay. So the positive charge is delocalized over 3 carbons in this case. Okay, this is nor-boronyl cation, and phenonium ion in this case. Okay, and we can also have cyclopropyl methyl cation. So these are some of the examples for non-classical carbocations. Coming to the generation of carbocations, how we have to generate the carbocation, the formation of carbocation. There are a number of methods available. So now let us discuss some of the methods how to generate carbocations. In this case, first method is ionization, then second one is ionization after an initial reaction, then the attack of pi systems on electrophiles. In the first ionization method, so any one of the organic molecule, if it is undergoing hydrolytic cleavage that we have seen in the introduction, bond pair of electrons are completely shifted. For example, in the case of organohalides, if completely shifted over halide, it results in the formation of carbocation with the liberation of halide ion. So such type of carbocation, stable carbocations can be prepared when organofluorides reacting with antimony pentafluoride. Okay, so that results in the formation of stable carbocation with the liberation of antimony hexafluoride ion. Next, ionization after an initial reaction. How this will take place? That means first some reaction will take place. Then what happens? That molecule which was undergone for reaction will undergo ionization. For example, in this case, alcohols under acidic conditions, they will undergo protonation, and here oxygen gets protonated, and oxygen, it is now trivalent, gets positive charge, it is highly unstable. So what happens? It will be liberated as water molecule, during which it takes up the bond pair of electrons towards oxygen. Then organo group gets converted into a positively charged species, that is carbocation, with the liberation of water molecule. Next, amines undergo diazotization type of reaction. Here there should be a positive charge actually. In presence of nitrous acid at low temperatures, that is unstable and it undergoes removal or uh, loss of nitrogen gas and leads to the formation of carbocation. Next, attack of pi systems on electrophiles. So now, if any electrophile is there, if electrophiles, okay, so these electrophiles, when they attack over a pi system, okay, then what happens? One of the bond pair electrons are shifted towards an electrophile for bond formation. Then what happens? You get a carbocation formation. So this can be achieved either on alkenes or on alkynes. These are the pi systems. Then addition of proton or other positive species to any one of the carbon carbon heteroatom bond. Here in this case, heteroatom may be oxygen, sulfur, or nitrogen. Then what happens? It results in the development of carbocation species. Next, coming to the structure of carbocation, I already told you this is a flat structure, and here carbon bearing positive charge. Here it is sp2 hybridized, and all the three bonds here in this case, the adjacent bond angle between two adjacent bonds will be 120 degrees, and the carbon bearing positive charge here in this case, it is a carbocation, and here this carbon is a trivalent with the 6 electrons, sextet electrons, 2 electrons, 2 electrons, and 2 electrons from 3 bonds, and it contains an empty p orbital, which is a 2pz orbital. Okay. Coming to the stability of carbocations, the stability of carbocation, it can be governed by several factors: inductive effect, mesomeric effect, resonance effect, or hyperconjugation effect. Okay. Coming to the first one, inductive effect, we already know. So there are two types of inductive groups: positive inductive effect showing groups and negative inductive effect showing groups. We already know that carbocation, it is a positively charged, it is having less electron density. Okay, that means positive charge density is there. Okay, deficiency of electrons. So if you want to stabilize them, you need to give electrons. For that, electron donating groups, if if there is present, if they are present on or if they are attached to the carbon, then what happens? They will donate electron density onto the carbon. Then what happens? Positive charge density decreases and the stability of carbocation increases. And simultaneously, on the other case, if there is an electron withdrawing group attached, If that electron withdrawing group, the nature we know already, it drags pair of electrons, bonded pair of electrons. Then what happens? Positive charge density or deficiency of electrons over carbocation further increases. Okay, that means charge density increases. As the charge density increases, it may be a positive charge or negative charge, whatever may be. If charge density increases, stability decreases. So, conclusion is electron donating groups, presence of electron donating groups or plus I groups increases the stability of carbocation, and then presence of electron withdrawing groups decreases the stability of carbocation. So, the coming to the order of stability of carbocations, if you see, so tertiary carbocations are more stable than secondary. Secondary carbocations are more stable than primary, which is more stable than methyl carbocation. Here, the conclusion is plus I groups increases the stability of carbocation, and on the other case, minus I groups decreases the stability of carbocation. Coming to the hyperconjugation, it is also called as no bond resonance. So the allylic sigma bonds in this case, they show some electron donating property towards the empty p orbital present on the carbocation. This phenomenon is called as hyperconjugation. So based on the number of allylic hydrogen, the hyperconjugative structures increases and the delocalization of positive charge also increases. So then what happens? For example, in the tertiary carbocation, okay, if adjacent there are 3 methyl groups, then what happens? Totally 9 hydrogens are there, 9 hyperconjugative structures will be there. So delocalization is very high. So this will be more stable than secondary carbocation, then which is more stable than primary carbocation, which is further more stable than the methyl carbocation. Coming to the resonance effect. So here in this case, we already know this general topic resonance, how the charge is delocalized with the pi systems. Okay, how the bonds are delocalized, change their positions, and how charge is delocalized in this case. And for this case, we can say, for example, this is a triphenyl. Okay, triphenyl methyl carbocation. What is the positive charge here in this case? It is delocalized over all the 3 pi systems. Okay, here in this case the pi systems are phenyl rings. Okay, due to which it gets more stable. Okay, so as the number of phenyl rings decreases, then what happens? Delocalization decreases, resonance structures decreases, then stability also decreases. So the presence of delocalizing substituents attached to any carbocation, they will increase the stability of carbocation. Coming to the reactivity of carbocation, carbocations are short-lived. Okay, so it is very difficult to isolate, but there are some methods available to isolate the carbocation. So since it is very difficult, they undergo immediate reaction. So let us see what are the types of reactions these carbocations will undergo. The first one, if adjacent proton is removed, okay, then what happens? Deprotonation will result in the formation of alkene. Okay, so they may attract towards a nucleophile. Okay, they capture the nucleophile. Sometimes intramolecular rearrangements will lead to a different carbocation formation. So first case, in the first type of reactions, suppose if the carbocation reacted with nucleophile like hydroxide ion, halides, chlorides, bromides, or else the water, it is also a neutral nucleophile. Then they react with these nucleophiles and there results in the formation of products neutral molecule like this. Suppose here in this case, so this is a primary carbocation which is reacting with the water molecule, neutral nucleophile. Then what happens? You get this molecule. Protonation, deprotonation of this leads to the alcohol formation. Okay, and then next, suppose alkene is there. If it is undergoing protonation, you get a more stable carbocation, and this is a less stable carbocation. Then the nucleophile gets attached to this carbocation, leading to the formation of alkyl bromides. Coming to the second one, deprotonation type of reaction. This is a carbocation. On the adjacent uh, uh, any heteroatom, or even it can be a carbon. This carbon hydrogen bond, it is undergoing cleavage, and this hydrogen is removed as proton, deprotonation, and the bond pair of electrons are shifted over here, leading to the formation of alkenes. It is a E1 type of product, for example. So as it is the primary carbocation here in this case, suppose this adjacent hydrogen is removed, deprotonated, then you get this bond pair of electrons shifted over this carbon-carbon bond, leading to the formation of alkenes with the removal of water molecule, protonated water molecule. Okay. Next, coming to the rearrangement type of reactions, they undergo intramolecular rearrangement type of reactions. Okay, where atoms or groups will migrate from one position to another position in this case. Suppose this is a primary carbocation where the adjacent CH bond pair of electrons are migrated, the hydrogen migrates, shifts with the bond pair of electrons over this carbon, leading to the formation of this tertiary carbocation. So primary carbocation getting converted into tertiary carbocation. Next, here this is simple hydrate shift. Now here in this case, alkyl shift, let us see. Same type of reactant, but here in this case, CH3 group, methyl group, it is shifting as methyl anion, and it is alkyl group shift towards this carbon, leading to the formation of a secondary carbocation formation. Next, coming to some classical examples in connection with this type of rearrangement. So this is a cyclopentane with some substituents. In this case, these are the dimethyl substituent here under methyl group. Suppose this carbon, that's methyl, one of the carbon here in this case, it is positively charged in this case. Then this will undergo ring expansion. This CH bond carbon-carbon bond pair of electrons can completely shift. This is just like, this is the alkyl group, okay? This entity, it is migrating over this carbon, leading to the formation of new carbon-carbon bond formation. This is the new carbon-carbon bond formed in this case. And this carbon, okay, here in this case, this carbon gets converted into a positively charged species, as the bond pair of electrons from this carbon has completely removed, okay? So this is what we call the primary carbon, here in this case is converting into secondary carbon. So this is a ring expansion type of reaction which is undergoing via a rearrangement mechanism, okay? So these are the general reactions in connection with the carbocation. This is very important topic. Many times the questions were asked in connection with the carbocation intermediate in exams.